Hello, Yana. We're going to take a look at your long form contour drawing, starting off with the thumbnails. As we said in class, we didn't have a lot of opportunity to change the composition of this project due to the nature that we were required to get pretty much everything on there. However, we were just introducing the idea of thumbnails, keeping them separate the way you did, and also keeping them relatively to the proportions of our final. We'll be using thumbnails a little more intentionally going forward to help us with our compositions. So good job on that. And to our gesture drawings, you keep these nice and energetic, drawing through the forms. I urge you to, really in a minute or two, how many marks can you get on that page? We in a gesture drawing, we try not to be overly analytical in them. Just keep it energetic and moving. But you've done a good job with those as well. And then we move on to the final, the big show here. And you clearly show a good understanding of applying these tools to get the proper proportions and clock angles on there. Here showing that we can only see a tiny sliver of that side. Shows that you're really looking closely at those things. Your proportions of width to height on this bottle is pretty darn close. One of the things that that really shows that your level of understanding is, look how the tiny part of the top of this ladder we can see as we move down from our eye level, or your eye level. You can see a little bit more of this one, and as we move down you can see a little bit more of this one. That type of coordination gives a drawing a sense of believability and a solid sense of form and space. If we look at our receding parallel edges, we look at this one to this one to this one, they're clearly getting closer together, and going the other direction, they are also clearly getting closer together, that direction. The same here and here. And with this one as well, this one looks almost exaggerated, which is actually a good thing, to show a little bit more of that form and space. So clearly those are making sense to you. The only place that seems to be a tiny little issue with that is here and here. These two are getting, they're parallel, or maybe even getting a little further apart from each other. But your proportions sort of help you with that, so it's not too noticeable. Overall, really nice work understanding those tools. I would urge you to, clearly you've got some experience with this. I would urge you not to sit back, but to keep questioning yourself, because all of us can take it just a little bit further. So you're doing great as far as this class is concerned, but I'm always thinking ahead to the next thing. Atmospheric perspective, I can see a little bit of change from our foreground items to some of this background, but I think that could be exaggerated quite a bit more. At this scale, you really can't exaggerate that too much, and it will give a much deeper sense of space, that illusion of space and form that we're going for. But otherwise, you seem to understand these concepts pretty well. If you've got any questions, Yana, please don't hesitate to ask.